wondered what helps billionaires stay focused and at the top of their game? Well, it all starts with inculcating good habits in their day-to-day lives. From waking up early and segmenting their day into slots to stay most productive, to exercising and maintaining a healthy diet. These simple routines of billionaires like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Oprah Winfrey may help you touch the pinnacle of success and become like them. So in this video, we'll discuss 10 habits of rich and successful people. Hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Let's get into it. 1. Challenge and question themselves. Wealthy people surround themselves daily with people who question their beliefs or what they know to be true. Creating wealth is all about critical thinking. However, if you surround yourself with people who confirm your perceptions of life, you may never find the inspiration to think outside the box. Hence the famous saying, birds of the same feather flock together. If a sheep wants to learn to hunt, it must surround itself with wolves. This is easier said than done, because as humans, we like our comforts. Most people only think as creatively as their filters or labels will allow. However, if creating wealth is your goal, you must be open to the beauty of surrounding yourself daily with people who don't think like you. 2. Live in the future. People who have wealth or make a lot of money are not fortune tellers or wizards who predict the future. They're ordinary people like you and me. One thing they do differently daily is an attempt to forecast future trends. Steve Jobs displayed this daily habit, and it is often cited as the platform for a lot of Apple's innovative products. Steve seemed to know what people would want, even before they knew they would want it. Sometimes the products themselves didn't even exist. When it comes to building wealth, a daily habit to practice is forecasting what challenges the future may bring. Like Warren Buffett once said, someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. 3. Outsource busy work. Creating wealth is all about time management. On any given day, you will surely accumulate a fair amount of busy work. How you manage these mundane but seemingly important daily tasks could determine how successful you become. Before you start each day, make a mental note of tasks that steer you off course and find ways to outsource those. If you must do them, be aware of how much time in your day is lost to them. 4. Live minimally. By minimally, I'm not trying to imply that most wealthy people live in a tiny house with no electricity and only one chair. I simply mean they actively practice not living in excess. While building their wealth, they will have developed the habit of identifying what is essential and what is a luxury, and it is a habit that will stick with them. They might begin to indulge in a few luxury items, such as a nice house, a new car, or some name brand clothes. But it is still well within their means and usually just one or two of said items. After all, you can only live in so many houses and drive so many cars at a time. 5. Read daily for self-improvement. Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. Joseph Edison. With so many amazing classics in the world today, a person could read a book a day and never read them all. Through books, we learn so much about history, human nature, lifestyles and cultures that vary from our own. The majority of the poor say that they don't enjoy reading or they simply don't have time for it. This is sad as it leaves a wealth of potential knowledge untapped. The wealthy percentile of the population actively uses this resource to sharpen their minds and soothe their souls. And if wealthy people don't have time to read, they use modern technology to their advantage by listening to audiobooks during their commute. Like Thomas Corley said, the wealthy are not avoiding watching TV because they have some superior human discipline or willpower. They just don't think about watching much TV because they are engaged in some other habitual daily behavior reading. 6. They avoid debt. This may seem obvious, but dodging any debt is certainly a habit that can help your overall financial picture. Outside of the mortgages on their home, Dogs say that his clients make sure to reduce and eliminate all debt. If you want to build wealth, you cannot waste money on paying profit on consumer credit, such as cards. Because most cards charge notoriously high profit whenever you carry a balance, prioritize paying these balances off in full every month and on time to keep a good credit score. Only charge what you know you can pay off and avoid store cards in general. They are known for having low credit limits, high profit rates, and limited usability. 7. They have emergency funds. Having a solid reserve of cash that you can tap into in an emergency goes a long way. If you have an unexpected expense, such as an urgent car repair or medical bills, A rainy day fund that is immediately available for withdrawals can help you afford it. This way, you don't need to charge the expense onto a high profit card or take out a personal loan. Financial experts generally suggest 3 to 6 months worth of your living expenses as a baseline, but you should do what works for your cash flow, and know that any amount will help. This is one of the first steps someone should do in building a solid financial foundation. Dogs says. 8. Wake up early. Waking up at the crack of dawn to rush out the door for work is not the same thing as waking up early enough to have plenty of time before work to think and reflect. Wealthy people typically practice the latter. Think of this time as a pre-game warm-up, allowing your mind to mentally prepare for the coming challenges. Waking up early is an extremely useful tool for self-reflection and meditation in the daily arsenal of the wealthy. 9. Sharing. Whether through donating to charity or the sharing of ideas, successful people have a habit of giving. They know the value of sharing and most believe their success should result in something more than the accumulation of wealth for themselves. Some of the most well-known successful philanthropists include Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, and Mark Zuckerberg. Lack of wealth does not need to be a factor when it comes to sharing. Volunteering in your community or at a local school does not cost anything, but could provide help where it is needed most. 10. They don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Keeping up with the Joneses is a typical way people dig themselves into debt. But living beyond your means time and time again eventually catches up to you. When building wealth, fight the need to have the latest and greatest gadgets. So much money is wasted on constant upgrades these days and can cost you both money and lost opportunity. It's only human to want to compare your life to others. But take another look at your lifestyle and budget, focusing on what's most important for your own goals. There are your needs and wants that truly matter to your bottom line and happiness. Final words. Money doesn't solve every problem, but it's often a sign of passion, capability, and drive in those who have acquired it. Try incorporating these strategies into your daily living and working routines, and put yourself in a position to increase your riches, both in money and in life. So guys, that's all about today's topic. Hope you guys liked this video. See you soon in the next video. Goodbye.